breaking right now. Growing anti-white outrage sweeps the disunited kingdom as Tommy Robinson, Lawrence Fox, Robert Jenrick and James McMurdoch unite to speak out against a shocking example of two-tier policing in Birmingham, with the shadows of the Henry Novak tragedy becoming all too common. So watch as a young white man is attacked by three non-whites in Birmingham on camera, but then the police only end up arresting the white lad who has now been charged after seemingly lashing out in shock.
Do not fucking punch me right behind.
I'm trying to do that.
Put your hands behind your back.
What the fuck, bro? I'm trying to go.
No, you're gonna watch the fucking car, you dick.
What the fuck, bro? Please, I'm trying to go. That's it.
Of course, the police response now is just to beg for that footage not to be shared because cover-up seems to be all they've got. However, Reform's Shadow Chancellor Robert Jenrick demanding if there is additional footage that explains why the officer acted as she did, it should be shared immediately to clear things up. Otherwise, the public will rightly question the clear, unequal treatment by your officer. We saw two-tier policing by Hampshire Police when they came to the scene of Henry Novak. We saw it for decades across the county with the grooming gangs that went unpunished. The police have lost the benefit of the doubt in the eyes of many. And at the same time, the takeover of the disunited Kingdom continues at pace, with the Somalian flag being raised in that area of Birmingham, as Sadiq Khan's Islamist London has also provably fallen. After the anti-white slaughtering of Henry Novak seemingly enameled by the police, they no longer get the benefit of the doubt from us, the native population. While cops try to cover up footage of two-tier anti-white policing every day, it no longer works with us because we are on edge and we now know what you are doing. As is so often the case, it was Tommy Robinson who first brought this shocking new example of two-tier policing in Birmingham to international attention on Elon Musk's X. Alongside the footage, he posted another clear example of two-tier policing and anti-white discrimination. Watch as the white lad is attacked by three non-whites in Birmingham. Police run in and detain the white lad. Watch. Now, Tommy did further research and added that there is more footage of the aftermath of a white lad being attacked by three non-whites in Birmingham. Police let the three attackers run off and arrested the white lad. After handcuffing him, they tell him, "Walk to the effing car, you dick." Watch this.
What the fuck, bro? I'm trying to go.
No, you're gonna watch the fucking car, you dick.
What the fuck, bro? Please, I'm trying to go. That's it.
Now, there is sweeping outrage across the country as this latest example of anti-white policing goes wide. And of course, the Brum cops are just trying to play it down. Initially posted on X, we're aware of footage showing the arrest of a man after a disorder on Broad Street at 1:30 a.m. on 21 June. Officers found a group of men fighting. As the incident was dealt with, an officer was punched. One man was arrested and charged with assaulting a police officer. But as Lawrence Fox responded, "Oh, how the police have fallen. Once trust has completely evaporated from police, spoiler alert, it has, it will take decades to earn it back, if at all." So as this has gone viral today, the Birmingham police, as always, just want to cover up the footage. They want to threaten us, okay? Like, oh, you're going to, ruin a court trial. You'll be in contempt of court. It's a threat. And it's that sort of weaponization of the judiciary that we see all the time. And while the MSM might play that game, it doesn't work with social media, but still they pleaded, writing, the incident has been reviewed and we have no concerns over the officer's actions and we are satisfied that they were reasonable and proportionate in the circumstances. We would ask that footage is not shared to allow the legal process to take its course. The Libs of TikTok, massive X account, responded, UK police really don't want you to share this video of their officer arresting an assault victim while letting his attackers go free. And this is how the event is being seen across the world. So, dramatic development today. Mainstream politicians, noting this change in culture, have been prepared to follow Tommy Robinson and weigh in. The most senior thus far, Reform UK Shadow Chancellor Robert Jenrick, who wrote powerfully, the footage circulating online shows a young white man being attacked and then arrested. It's baffling that he was arrested while the two black men who attacked him weren't. If there's additional footage that explains why the officer acted as she did, it should be shared immediately to clear things up. Otherwise, the public will rightly question the clear unequal treatment by your officer. And why you describe the incident as a fight in your statement when the footage shows only one person being attacked? This wouldn't be a one-off incident either. We saw two-tier policing by Hampshire Police when they came to the scene of Henry Novak. We saw it for decades across the county with the grooming gangs that went unpunished. The police have lost the benefit of the doubt in the eyes of many. They've had enough. They need a much better explanation than this if they are to trust you again. Also weighing in, the Essex MP, James McMurdoch, who added, I can't let this go unchallenged. That young man was, in my opinion, and based on the video below, the clear victim of an assault. The video shows, for reasons that are entirely beyond my comprehension, the officer steaming directly into the victim. The officer made no effort to prevent the attack or apprehend the men who had just administered the violence. What I see in the video is the officer using speed and aggression at the moment of peak danger and confusion against the victim. The victim then controls himself the moment he realizes it is now a police officer attacking him and not one of the multiple men who are attacking him a fraction of a second later. In my opinion, Birmingham police should drop the charges against this young man and ask the officer why she went for the victim on the ground and not the attackers. And I mean, it's true, isn't it? Because that young white man, and we don't know anything about him as of yet, I'm very interested to know, but he was clearly confused because he had just been come at by that gang. And so when the policewoman apprehended him, he didn't go to punch her, as the police statement said, in my opinion, looking at the video. What he was doing was sort of flailing about, and his arms sort of flailed about. And the moment he realized, oh my God, this is a police officer, he stopped and he cooperated. In the meantime, the attackers have absconded. They've literally run away. And you didn't see any police officers going after him. But there is a clear change in the culture here in the United Kingdom, with Tommy Robinson pointing this out. It is great that members of Parliament are no longer scared to speak out. You, the British public, and your voice on the streets has been the change. And I don't believe this story will go away now because it is part of a wider theme of anti-white Britain. And we've seen proof of it again this week, with white working class students being excluded from Oxbridge diversity schemes and Katie Hopkins speaking out.
Whites at universities here in the UK. They are underrepresented at 80 of the 147 universities and are in a minority at 20 of the 147 universities here in the UK. I don't know if you can imagine the kind of DEI contortions you have to go through to exclude bright, white, young people, but it is always the case that ethnic minorities are protected just as long as they aren't white.
But the problem is the police and these young white female police officers know that they have lost control of the streets because in Birmingham, there is an Islamist takeover, which is the real issue. Let's just be honest about it. Look at the scenes in the city that Kiera Dis have revealed. In occupied Birmingham, the Somalia flag was raised above the town hall to celebrate Somali Nemo Week 2026. Just one of the many locations across the UK doing the same. You wouldn't see our flag raised in another country, so why are we doing this? Watch.
Let's go. go, guys. I'm not going to stop.
Stay back, please.